Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dada Deborah, and on here I teach everything fashion design and pattern drafting. And in today's video, I'll be teaching you how I achieve this drape on this beautiful traditional engagement dress that I made for a bride recently. So if you have not subscribed, kindly make sure to subscribe, and let's get started. So the first thing I went ahead to do before now is to make sure that I measured my fabric that I want to drape. So I can just estimate the distance of what I want to drape, so I can just multiply it by 3 if I'm working on a very tight amount of fabric. But if you have enough fabric, you can just start out. Then once you are done with the draping, you can then cut off the excess. So I just estimated what I needed, and I started with the draping. So the first thing I did on the edge, you can see I have already pleated like 2. This is the third one I'm working on. So the first edge, I make sure to fold in a little by about half to 1 inch on the edge. Then I started draping. So from the video, you can see that the drape is slanting to the right side of me. Okay, so from the left side, I started at a higher waist distance to to my own right hand right now. Okay, so that is the way I want it to be. Then I started pleating like so. Then the arc behind my own design I want to make is that they are all still coming to meet at the hip point. Okay, so everything is like coming together at the hip point. So what I went ahead to do is to make sure that I'm slanting my hand like so. So I will start at the left hand side like so. Then I will make sure to target towards the upper part or the down part of the right hand side, depending on how I am pleating it. Initially I started from up, then on my right hand, then I will move down to the left hand side towards the hip side. So as the pleating continues, I started changing the direction. I started moving from down part of the left hand side towards the upper part of the right hand side, just like so. So that is how you continue, and you continue pinning. But one thing I want you to put at the back of your mind is that before you drape, you must make sure that what you have at the base is clean and neat, so that everything will go smoothly and fine. Okay, and as you can see, I have already pinned, I've already sewn the full dress. I'm just pinning the drape on it, and that's because I do not have a pinnable dress form. I didn't mean I had a pinnable dress form. I would have done that before doing the joining of the back skirt part to the front, but since I don't have the pinnable dress form, I finished it. Then afterwards I'll be losing the sides, and then I will tuck it in to sew down with my sewing machine on the left hand side, and you can as well do that on the right hand side. But at the end of the day, this is what we have for the down part, and I made sure to adjust the last part of it because it was squeezing the base of the dress, which is the main skirt. So basically, you have to ensure that every part of the dress is flat and clean. There's no bulge anywhere, so that the dress does not end up giving you a bulge. So I went ahead to also pin the pleats at interval, so that once I remove it from the dress form, it does not lose its shape. And I was just trying to play around with the remaining fabric on the left hand side to see if I want to do that with the dress or not. But the bride later, that was actually the plan, but the bride later said I should change it to this by removing it and just let it drip down on the left hand side without folding it in. So that's basically it, and then you can just play around with it until you are comfortable with what you have. And once you have what you desire, you can then unpin from the dress form, take it to the sewing machine and stitch it down. Make sure to lose it and stitch it in back by the what was it called, the seam allowance that you added to the main skirt, so that it will fit into the dress. So I'm just making sure to check the necessary parts and make sure that at the end of the day, when the bride wears the dress, it does not fold or is too tight for her to wear. So I'll be trimming off those excesses that I'm folding in by the time I finish stitching it down to the main dress. So that is just what I'm doing. So all this pinning is just to secure the pleat. That is basically it. Then for the center or along the pleat, you can just tack it down at interval so that the middle point does not also start flying around. You get it now? So you want to secure those pleats at interval on the front part of the dress so that it does not fly around, because once you unpin it or you remove it from the dress form, the pleats might lose shape. So this is what we have at the end of the day. So I hope you find this video helpful. I hope it was impactful. Let me know in the comment section if you find it helpful, if you learn one or two things from this video, and let me know if you have any question concerning it. I am always available to answer your question. On here we drop, like I said earlier, I drop pattern drafting tutorial mostly, and sometimes I do sewing tutorial, but most times I do pattern drafting because I believe that's the basics of any fashion design. Anybody can run and can sit down on the sewing machine, but that pattern drafting is important. Also, I'll be bringing a video on how I attach the applique on this dress that you see, how I did that and stitch it to the dress neatly without it being visible on the dress, without you seeing. It was seamless. It's as if it came with the dress. So I hope you find this video helpful. Let me know what you think about the design. You can see that the middle point I still pinned down because I'm waiting for the bride to come and fit it. So at this point, by the time she fitted it, it was perfect. So I went ahead to tack it down with my needle and thread, and that's basically it. I will attach a video of how she rocked the dress beautifully on a big day. Thank you so much for engaging. Please make sure to like, comment and share with your loved ones, and if you have not subscribed, please do me a favor by subscribing so that the algorithm can also recommend my other videos and even this particular videos to other people. Thank you.